In this video, I'm going to talk about how to be a part-time day trader. Stay tuned. Hey traders, a very warm welcome to you. Okay, so how to be a part-time day trader. Some of you out there have jobs, full-time jobs. Some of you are running businesses, have other commitments. You can't sit in front of the screen all day long. You don't want to quit your job because it's giving you a good income, and that is sound advice. I've done another video based on that. I think that if you can, keep at your job, keep your income, because there's nothing worse than the pressure of trading to make a living if you haven't got that supplement, especially in the beginning of your career. Obviously, if you're seasoned, a little bit different, but not quitting your job is a sound thing to do. So that leaves you with an option. You have to trade swing trade, or do you trade day trade? And obviously, if you're trading day trading, you can't sit there and all day in front of the screen, so you become a part-time day trader. So how do you become a part-time day trader? Well, you have to structure it around the time that you have available. And the good thing about it, guys, is that there are plenty of things we can trade part-time. So we've got Forex, of course, which is 24/5. We've got the indices, which trade pretty much 24 hours, but we have a block where they are open. So we have DAX and FTSE, okay, the European indices. We have others, but these are the biggest ones, from 8 o'clock until 4:30, 16:30 UK time. We have the Dow and the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ, and that trades from 14:30 to 2100 hours UK time. Adjust it for your time zone, whatever you're watching in. It's 24/5. Obviously that trades in Asia as well. So pretty much, wherever we are, we can choose something to trade, is what I'm trying to say. We can choose. We can either trade early in the morning, we can trade the opening on the DAX or the FTSE, or we can trade the lunchtime session when the US market opens around 2:30, that kind of crossover period, or we can trade the evening. And actually the evening is very, very popular with people who have a traditional 9 to 5 job or 8 to 6 job, whatever it may be. By the time they get back, you can trade the Dow or the NASDAQ. Now, you don't have to just trade the Dow or the NASDAQ. The point is that's the US session, so you can trade Dow if you're spread betting or trading futures. You can trade NASDAQ if you're spread betting or trading futures. You could also trade the US dollar, because that's going to be most active during that time period. You can also trade some of the big shares like Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Tesla, any of the kind of big swinging shares, or any share that you perhaps want to trade, whatever is in vogue at the time, or should I say what's moving at the time. If you can't even trade that, then you can wait until the middle of the night UK time and start trading the Asian session. So you could trade the Nikkei, you could trade the Hang Seng, you could trade the yen, about 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, something like that. Go and check it for your time zone, but the opportunities are there to focus. Now, that's all very well. So how do you kind of make this into a business? The one distinction I want to make is there's a lot of difference between a casual day trader and a part-time day trader. A casual day trader is someone who comes along, flips up the screen of his laptop, turns on his computer and goes buy or sell. That's not the way to do it. It's not structured. You need to consider this as another job. Okay, and if you had another job, let's just imagine you're working, I don't know what, it's casual, you're in a bar, right? You're a barman, barwoman, bar lady, however you want to put it. And they say, hey, you know what, you need to come and work. Can you come and work in the pub between the hours of 6 p.m. till 11 p.m. on Thursday, Friday? You go, yeah, fine. You can't just turn up to the pub anytime you want and say, I want to work. Maybe you get that arrangement if you know, but that just it's not how it works, is it? If you're going to work a part-time job, it's structured. You need to structure it in the same way. You need to say, okay, I'm going to trade. Your time, you know what time you've got available, you're available in the morning or not, or the evening. You say, okay, you know what, I do have time in the evening when I get back from work, so I am going to allocate. I can't do that every day because I'm going to miss out on other things that I've got, like family time or health benefit or whatever. So I'm going to trade on Thursdays, Wednesdays and Tuesdays, let's say from 7 p.m. until 9:30 p.m. and I've got my structure. So you know what you're trading. You say, I'm trading US stocks, or I'm trading the Dow, or I'm trading the NASDAQ. I know what time I'm trading. I know what strategy I'm trading. It's a business plan that evolves. You recognize you don't have to sit there all the time. You're going to have to add some other hours in when you can to do your research and to kind of improve as a trader and do the other things off screen that just count just as much as the on-screen work. But you can fit those in that suits you. Grab a couple of hours on a Sunday, Saturday morning, whenever, on the train to work, whatever, walking to work, whatever it may be. You can kind of add those in when you need, but you've got the structure of when you're actually going to be executing your trades. So you get your strategy, you get the time you're going to allocate, and you get the money management tied down. You start to compile a plan based around this part-time job, if you like, and treat it as a job. Turn up all the time when you're supposed to be there. Don't necessarily trade all the time. You've got the structure of what you're supposed to do with your trading plan. But this is a really, really, really good way of trading. It means you don't have to quit your job. It means you don't have to sacrifice your income. You don't have the stress of a brand new trader saying, hey, I've got to suddenly make the same amount of money again to keep my family's lifestyle in check, keep my family's lifestyle as it was when I had a job. So it's a great way of doing it. You can find out if you like it. You know, this trading is not for everybody. There's not a problem. Some people love it. Some people hate it. Some people think, you know what, actually, if all I'm doing with trading is trying to make as much money as possible, perhaps the effort I put into this, I could put the effort into something else and make more money. And that is absolutely fine as well. At the end of the day, guys, we're here to make money and trading. If you think you can do something else with that spare time and make more money, then go and do that. You know, that's just the way it is, and that's a sensible decision. I've come across some guys who've said that. I said, listen, you know, it doesn't make any sense for me. I'm better off doing this. I know that it's a long-term game. Cool. I think that's a great way of doing it. So anyway, back to the point. Once you've got this all in focus and you've got your strategy, you can become that part-time day trader. Remember, you're not a casual day trader. So if you find yourself with some time, don't go and day trade. Use that time to analyze and perfect your strategy, have a look at your money management, work on your kind of what you're doing as a trader, your discipline, your psychology. Use that spare time for that, but focus your structured time to actually being involved in the market, whether that's the evening, the morning, the Asian session, as I say, whatever it may be. So possibilities there. I think it's a really good way of getting started if you're not yet trading, but I do recommend that you have that structure there, base it around your current commitments, whatever that may be, and you can see how you get on. You can improve without that stress and enjoy the process as well, much more. Anyway, guys, take care. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, comments below. As always, I'll see you in the next one.